Let's welcome to the stage, Callum McKenzie!
And keep it going for your wonderful host as well, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause there. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is delightful to be here. I got back from living abroad quite recently. It's weird living abroad as a Brit, because you find out just how much better other countries are at taking pride in their country. Like, it is harder to show affection for England than any other nation. Because when someone owns, like, a big French flag, for instance, it feels like they're saying, I like France. When someone owns a big English flag, it's like they're saying, I will never try hummus. Like, it's different vibe to it. But I mean, we've got things to be proud of in this country. There's at least one thing that this country absolutely leads the world in, right? Supermarkets. We do groceries better than anywhere else on the planet. Because while in America, for instance, most people just shop at Walmart, in Britain, we are home to a full class system of supermarkets. Shops so clearly ranked by level of classiness. Every Brit knows the order. So this is very much the audience interaction part of the set, okay? Because if you disagree with the order that these are put in, heckle away, because it is important it's done right. But you start with Waitrose at the top, right? Yeah. Whose everyday essentials range includes Otter. Then Sainsbury's, I think, which is... No? Oh, we're disagreeing. What are you saying? I'm hearing that it's the democratic view, M&S. That means I refuse to put M&S on my list on the grounds that it is a pervert, okay? This is a supermarket best known for having the horniest advert on television. This isn't just for... Stop making me want to fuck my trifle, okay? That is why we skip M&S, because... they're emotional things, supermarkets. Like below Sainsbury's, you've got Tesco, right? The neediest supermarket. Just screeching, if you loved me, you'd have a club card. On a similar sort of level to Co-op, the corner shop that's taken a bath. And then... then you're down, I think, to Asda, which is less a shop, more Morrison's drunk. Just... oh, I woke up married to a child called George. And then you reach the bottom and the nation's favourite, I think, Lidl. Just, yeah. German for Aldi with its cock out. It's a phenomenal place. It's a wonderful place, Lidl. Home to all your favourite brands in witness protection, right? Who wants a salt and vinegar prongle? It's a marvellous place. I think if there was an express version of Lidl, like a little Lidl, if you will, it wouldn't be a building. It would be a man in a trench coat just going, "No, mate, these are authentic cornflakes, yeah. No, the chicken's always had nipples. You're misremembering." It's amazing. I think it's a brilliant place in general, though, the British High Street, because I think every shop we put on it just has such a distinct personality. Like, you've got Holland and Barrett, which is like boots for people who know how to ski. And then Bella Italia, Italian for nothing like Italy, right? My favourite character, though, is definitely Wetherspoons, okay? No, yeah, woo for that. I just love the premise. What if Harvester got divorced? It's great. The best part about Wetherspoons, I think, is the vibe. Oh, because you've got, like, the carpets, the comfort food, the mood lighting. It is so close to being cosy, apart from the feeling, you know? It's like the vibe they're going for is your living room right after a relative said something racist. Just, oh, I feel weird. Should we leave? Yeah, we should leave. Yeah. Amazing. My favourite part of Spoons, I think, actually, is the marketing of it. Because the only place you see Wetherspoons advertised is inside Wetherspoons. just reaching the key Wetherspoons customer, the men who are always in Wetherspoons. Just, oh, we don't go outside, no. That's where Europe lives. That was my time. Thank you very much, everyone. You've been absolutely
Hello. How's everyone doing? I'm doing all right. I was on the bus earlier, right? And I was just getting off, right? And I was walking down the stairs and I caught myself on that little CCTV monitor. You ever caught yourself on that? Just the back of your head. It's like I caught myself in a crime I hadn't committed yet. You know what I mean? Because from the back of the head, that is the most incriminating part of the body. Like from the back of the head, I am capable of anything. From the front, I'm a choir boy. That's tax fraud, and then that's genocide. You know what I mean? I'm a dictator. That's my impression of a dictator, by the way. I did go to drama school. I went in and was like, I'm going to be a star. And then I came out and was like, I'm going to be a barista. I'm going to make coffee. No, because there's a lot of diversity now in the acting world, which is great. Like there's a gay black man playing Doctor Who, which is great. Yeah, that's right. But like calling it like a win for diversity, which I don't really understand. Like a win for diversity would be like a gay black man playing James Bond, right? I mean, that'd be amazing, right? I mean, I wouldn't watch it, I'd be livid. But I'm just saying, I wish them all the best. No, because it's difficult for me as a posh white guy. Because, you know, like, it's hard. No, it is. Because, when I fail, right, I know it's me. Do you know what I mean? Because when other people fail, they've got reasons. Like sexism and racism and structural oppression. I've got none of that. Do you know how difficult that is for me, guys? That's waking up each morning knowing there's nothing stopping me from becoming a successful lawyer. You know what I mean? And yet I'm not. What's that about? Like, I can't work in a small business, right, without someone coming up to me and going, are you the owner? It's like, no, I'm just a white guy on minimum wage. Do you know what I mean? My dad is. But that's, no, I'm a progressive guy. I love period sex. No, I do. No, because a lot of guys don't like it, do they? Like, they don't like their blood. Like, I love it. No, I do. It reminds me of our fallen heroes. You know, I get really patriotic. Like, I was having period sex with this girl. She was like, sorry, I didn't make you come. I was like, hey, you did something far more valuable than that, right? You reminded me of Europe's post-war commitment to peace, right? Thank you for your service. No, I am actually a male feminist. Any other male feminists in the audience? Woo! That's good. That's tepid. But no, because it's quite difficult, right? Because I was talking to my sister the other day, right? And she opened up to me. She was like, you know, Al, I don't like my tits, right? And I'd never been in that situation before, so I just said, I think you've got great tits. And as soon as I said it, I was like, that sounds like I think I fancy you. But we had sex. No, we didn't. I looked it up. It is illegal. I can't fuck as well because I'm skinny, so I can only make love. Do you know what I mean? Because because like Pilates guy, you're probably like, I'm going to put you in a wheelchair. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to limit your quality of life, you bitch. I can't. Because when I do it, I'm like, I'm going to put you in an Uber. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to make sure you get home safely. You lovely woman. You can stay here if you like. No, it's fine. No, because in my head I'm a daddy, right? But I think when women see me, they kind of see like famished World War II soldier. You know what I mean? Returning from the battlefield, she's going to nurse me back to full health, suck away the PTSD. Ha! So that's my cum face as well. You've got to have a cum face, gentlemen. You have to. If you don't, because you'll get in awkward situations. Like I was having sex with a girl. She was like, "You're going to tell me when you're going to get a cum, right?" I was like, "You shit." That is going to be quite difficult unless you happen to be in possession of a time machine. How do you feel about becoming a single mum? No, no, because then you get really defensive because she's like, "You didn't tell me you were going to come," and then you go, "I did like 20 seconds ago when I went like that." It was so clear. I don't know. I'm a little bit messed up in the head, guys. My dad did leave me when I was young, and then came back from work in the evening. Kind of middle class absent, physically present, emotionally closed off, but financially available. I'll leave you with this, guys. I don't have much relatable material. My most relatable period is when I was 18, right, and I had braces and Roaccutane, right? And does anyone know what like Roaccutane is? Like military grade acne medication, right? When the GP gave it to me, he was like, "This will definitely clear up your face, but it might make you want to kill yourself." And my mom was like, "That is a risk I'm willing to take." So that's good.
Yes! What's going on? Are we all okay? Are we doing okay? Yeah, Ted, I hate you. You're so fucking good looking, sat there, being all young with your teeth and your nice face and your hair. How old did you say you were? 23. Oh, fuck off, Ted. I would eat my cereal out of those dimples, you know. I am just not on board with it, Ted. Because look, right, and you were a Pilates teacher, yeah? Yeah? Okay, good. Oh. Oh. Anyway, don't worry about it, Ted. That's fine. It's all about me now. So what's been going? Because I'm not from here, right? I'm from the north of England, right? And I'm living the London dream now because I live in someone else's cupboard in East London. Yeah, I'm a soy boy, and it's good because what happened to me is basically I'm from like a rough place. Do you know when people say, "Oh, I grew up rough," I feel like when you grow up rough, you don't know any different, right? Like I just assumed where I grew up, the bins were meant to be on fire. You know what I mean? I always just assumed that the milkman was meant to sell Viagra. That was just what I thought. And then I moved to London, right, where nothing ever happens where I'm from. Nothing ever happens. Like curly fries are still a novelty where I'm from, right? And then I moved to London where everything happens all the time, all at once. 24 hours into being here, I saw 2 nuns in a Pizza Hut. Just stood next to the salad bar being all holy. That was the best day of my entire life. I'd never seen a nun before. I'd never even seen a salad bar. So, you know, it's good. I like, because I live in East London, and East London's like super multicultural, right? It's very different to where I'm from, very multicultural. Every gender, creed, nationality, and sexuality have all come together in East London to have one big fight in a kebab shop. It's as close as you can get to social utopia with garlic mayonnaise, Ted. I don't know of a nicer place where you can get on the bus and be told to fuck off in 12 different languages, so... but I feel like everybody, because you're a Pilates teacher, right? I feel like I'm gonna keep on saying it until you get a proper job. I feel like, because we live by trends now, like we live by trends in London. This is the thing I can't get on board with. I get really nervous about things like we live by trends. Everybody looks at the phone and go, "Oh, this is what I'm meant to be doing." And like when I feel good about myself, when I feel happy with my life, right, every so often my phone will just randomly open on the front camera to remind me that from this angle I look like an old woman's fat knee, right? That's where I'm at. It'll open there, it'll be like, "Oh, there you go, Jake, just to remind you, you don't have a neck, right? You're just nipples all the way to nose." That's what it is. That's why I have the moustache, to act as a reference point. Foodies, do you know this one? People who are like, "Oh, I'm a foodie, me. Oh, I love food, couldn't live without food, me." Oh, how quirky about you that is, because personally I can take it or leave it, me. Sustenance. Oh. And then when I first moved to London, it was this thing which was food, street food, you know, all those street food where you go outside and you eat food, which was dead cool. But when you think about it for long enough, you realise that street food is basically just eating fish in a car park, isn't it? That's what it is. That is buying a sausage off a man who sleeps in a van. That's what that is. I've never in my entire life been sat in a restaurant and been like, "Do you know what this lasagna needs? Do you know what this lasagna needs? More wind." That's what that needs. And then there's the other ones, which is like alternative healthcare. Do you know this one? Alternative healthcare, where people like lick fucking stones instead of paracetamol or something like that. Personally, I think it's good form not to take medical advice off the kind of person who would wear a toe ring. Because look, no disrespect, right? But I feel like if don't worry about that. I've panicked now because of what's just happened there. But the worst one for me is, do you all know, have you ever met anybody who rock climbs for a hobby? Oh my goodness me, because they're the worst people in the world, aren't they? They're so absolutely unbelievably boring. I met someone at a house party recently who rock climbed for a hobby, and his name was Cliff, right? And the red flag about Cliff was he didn't think that was funny, right? He was talking to me about, do you know those shoes, the toe shoes? Do you know those shoes with the toes in them? Do you know them? Oh, he's telling me about those. Up until that point, I never felt as a person you could feel sympathy for an avalanche, right? But this was me and Cliff, and I feel like as a society we should probably do something about those toe shoes, because I'm not saying it is, but it has to at least be adjacent to paedophilia, doesn't it? Good, you're all wonderful. I'm Jacob Ryan Murphy, thank you so much.
Before we continue the comedy, I'd like to issue a public warning to any future parents out there. Anyone getting up the duff anytime soon? Don't name your children after abstract emotions when you have no idea, Stockwell, what their future temperament may come to be. My name's Joy. Joy Hunter. And I've got depression, so what do we do with that? Yeah, laugh at the girl with depression. That was dark. I wasn't planning on saying that. Just a crazy thing to say. But I like to clarify my name up top because I know people mix me up with someone quite a lot. They think I'm famous. They think they've seen me before. Well, I'll put you out of your misery. Okay, so just remember like a few months ago when those videos went super viral of like young Liz Truss. It's been the worst year of my life. What do I do with that? I can't get a new phase. Like, this is just my phase. It's terrible. But there is one silver lining, which is that, like, at least, like, I mean, like, in Liz Truss's, like, short and sweet prime ministership, right? At least there's not been any long-term negative consequences for anyone else in the country. Like, I'm really bearing that burden alone, guys. And you're welcome. Only joking, everything is obviously fucked forever. Which is cool, like, it's cool that everything's bad now. I've actually been thinking about that quite a lot, which is really, like, great for me. I've been thinking that, like, I used to think that, like, humanity was sort of, like, trotting along on this sort of, like, slow march of progress. And I don't think that anymore. I think maybe we shouldn't have bothered ever evolving. And I've actually written a sort of poetry performance piece about that. Because if there's one thing I know about comedy audiences, it's that they just wish they were watching spoken word instead. So guys, don't worry. I'm going to put you out of your misery. I know, you just wish I wish I was having less fun and it was a more highbrow evening. I know. This one about how we should have just stayed in the sea. Coming out of the sea, and I've been doing just fine. Gotta evolve so I can live on land. Started out as a fish. How did I end up like this? I was only a fish. And now my fins are like legs, and I'm learning to stand, and I'm losing my tail, and I'm walking on land, and I'm making stone tools, and now I am a chimp. When did my brain get so big? Now I'm still just a chimp now, so why do I have to work in an office? Evolutionary biology has failed me. I should have stayed a fish with gills, but I'm just a chimp with bills and bills and bills. It's political comedy, guys. And rent to pay, being Homo sapien today. Oh God, where did it all go wrong? Human devolution song. So that's that. Guys, I love the applause, but there isn't time. I'm going to get taken off. I've actually got one more song for you because I know that people just love to hear more of my voice once they've heard it once. So this one goes like this, okay? Last Christmas... I'm just singing that for the rest of the set. Can you imagine? Like, that would be mental. Last Christmas, I tweeted a tweet about how I don't really like the song Last Christmas, and I think George Michael's kind of overrated as an artist. And the very next day, he was pronounced dead. This year, to save me from tears, I've deleted all my social media. What if, just before he died, George Michael went online and saw the tweet that was mine? Is that what he had in his head? when he was on his deathbed. Do, do. Do, 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 do. Everybody. Did I kill you, George? Did I kill you, George? 1 minute you're here, and the next minute, wham. Thanks very much. I've been Joy Hunter.
Cedric!
Hello. Hey, I'm Cedric. I was born and raised in France, but I live all my adult life here in England, which makes me a frog and a roast beef. A frost beef. I got the best of both worlds. I am arrogant, but I keep on apologizing about it. I'm better than all of you. Sorry. I also now queue, and more importantly, I stay in the queue. But whilst I am in the queue, I'm thinking, fuck you. When I was 10, I was in a hospital. The doctor told me that I was obese, whatever the fuck that means for a 10-year-old. He also told me if you're carrying like this, you're gonna have high blood pressure, diabetes, and cholesterol. Sounds delicious. Give it to me, doctor. But to be honest, I was devastated. That was 50% of my world gone. Unhealthy food. The other 50% were my toys. I remember coming from school, go in the kitchen, grab a packet of biscuits, dip it in the Nutella, stuff it in my face, and go in my room to play with my G.I. Joe toys action figure. Pew pew, pew 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 pew, punch kick, pa 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 pa, take that motherfucker, push, poo poo. Hey, what? No one is looking. Let's kiss. Hey, don't you think he's a bit gay? Oh, shut up and kiss me. Oh man, French kiss. I will play with these toys for hours till my mom threw them away. I was only 17. Just a boy. And you know what? It's okay. I grew out of unhealthy food. I played with toys. Instead, I've developed a great sense of fashion, I believe. Philosophy teacher on the top. PE teacher on the bottom. And I love kids. Oh. I might be misunderstood. They are the future. I believe in them. Kids are the future. Yes. I have 2 kids on my own. Love them to bits, but they are not the future, not them. I have a 6-year-old. She thinks she's funnier than me. She may have a case. And I have a 14-year-old, a teenager, and she wants to experience everything here and now. And I told her, I put my foot down. I say, you're 14. You cannot have a boyfriend before you're 15. How you like this? Came back a few weeks later, smile on her face. She said, Daddy, I have a girlfriend. Didn't see that coming. As long as she's happy, I'm good with it. It's perfect. But she lives in a world with new ideology, new philosophies that I don't fully understand. And she asked my opinion. She said, Daddy, what do you think on non-binary? When online, I registered to a coding course. She didn't like this, no. She doesn't like it and art, but she doesn't like IT. Anyway, before meeting my partner and having kids, I was struggling with women. I was a little bit like Raj in the Big Bang Theory. I couldn't speak to them, pressure was too high. However, when I came here in England, people give me hope. They told me French accent, success. I thought that would have my work cut out for me, so I went straight in the pub, saw someone I like, went to talk to her, did the walk. Guys, I'm sure you recognize the walk, women as well. Chest up, smooth, very smooth. Hello, how you doing? She was not a child, she was sitting, just a... And her name was Emily from Yorkshire. And I want to describe Emily to you guys. She was like the Yorkshire pudding on a Sunday roast. The best. Her and I together were like a piece of Colston Bassett Stilton on a fresh baguette. Mind-blowing. But she broke my heart. Thank you. It was 18 years ago. I'm over it. Thank you. And in order to forget about her, I visited the whole of the UK, and I've been in Leicester. I've been in Worcester. I've been in Bicester. I've been in your sister. Sorry. Guys, it's been my 5 minutes. You've been amazing. Thank you very much.